Alright guys, so what we have here are some 4-inch props. I don't do a whole lot of reviews on propellers, but a lot of my videos you guys see are me flying. And well, to do a lot of flying, you break a lot of propellers, and you are always on the lookout for good propellers. So what I've done is a little arrangement of the props that I've been using in like the last 6 months. We have some HQs, we got some purple dowels, some racecrafts. These are Lumineers, and these are a new brand. These are Raycorp. These are a new brand of props I just picked up off of Amazon, and these we're gonna get back to in a minute. So these are the HQ tri props, 4x4 by 3. These worked really well. What I found with these was that they were very flexible. They had a lot of flexibility to them, and they were pretty brittle this way. They broke a lot. They were very easy to break, and they just I went through them quick, and it was a short. I didn't buy any more, put it that way. They were shortly used. So here's a couple I have left. You can see that they are just your basic tri-prop. You got that hub, you got that spacer thing in the middle. I really wasn't crazy about that either. To me, it's just one more spot that can slip or spin on you. And like I said, these broke really easy. And these were the HQ props. Next to them, I went to these, and these were Dowel prop. You can see right there it says Dowel prop, and they're the 404.5 by 3s. These were really good. These are a really good prop. They took a lot of beating. You can bend them in half, twist them up, and just fold them back down. They're almost indestructible. You see there, it's a solid core. So there is no loose piece, even though you tighten it down. There's no little hub in there that can slip. One thing I did not like about these is they were extremely out of balance. That was my biggest complaint with these props, is they were just extremely out of balance. I don't know if it's because of the heavy plastic that they're made out of, or if it's just because they were just, they're just production props and they're just made like that. But they were out of balance. That was my biggest complaint with these. So then I was in a situation where I had broken or tore up some props, and a friend of mine, his name is Neil, he gave me a set of these Racecrafts 4040 by 3s, and man, these are a great prop too. And I like these. They're, again, the solid hub construction, and these are a little stiffer, but you can see they're thin material. They're nice and light, so they are definitely like a racing style propeller for for racing quads. Just that's why they call them Racecraft. So they were decent. I didn't buy a whole bunch of them. They're like I said, these were given to me, and I liked them. They were okay. So I went to these. After that, I went to these four-bladed props. These are Lumineer 4x4 by 4s, and they were good, man. They felt really cool. They definitely gave you a lot more lift. You can see these are a very aggressive prop. They have a lot of bend in them, and that was probably to say the right thing, is they have a lot of bend. Again, they had that hub piece that I don't like, but as you can see, these white stress lines, this plastic was extremely soft, and as you see, as I stress it, it turns white. And what was happening, every time I crash or I roll, I'd get these stress marks, and you can see that plastic just start to break. And that's just it. These things just break. So these I would stay away from. I bought 8 of these, and now there's one left. So that led me, because now I like the 4-bladed props, to look on Amazon for something that I could fly around, tear up, and not be so upset if they broke. And I found a great deal on these props from Raycorp, and they're 4x4 by 4s, and I put them on, and I've been flying them for about a week, and they are amazing. They are a great propeller. They're lightweight. I mean, super lightweight. This 4-bladed prop is almost equivalent in weight to this 3-bladed prop, and it's flexible yet sturdy and stiff. I have you can see this one's a little chipped up, and I have them here on my Gorilla Drone Bullfrog V2X, I've been flying them for about a week. They're dynamite. I like these props. Solid hub, well balanced prop, a lot of thrust, a lot of traction through the turns, and I attribute some of this to this design that I've noticed with these props because I've been checking them out. And if you notice, the leading edge and the back edge of the prop is tapered, and it's like tapered right around the diameter of the bell of the motor. Now, I don't know a lot about aerodynamics and aircraft and as far as the engineering that goes behind it, but I do see that some larger motors, airplanes and whatnot, have this similar type of design where the propeller doesn't start till after the bell of the motor. A lot of these propellers, if you notice, they the racecrafts have a little bit of a taper in there and in there, but a lot of them go right to the hub, almost fully, they taper a little bit in here to clear that bell, but for the most part it's a propeller all the way in to the hub of to the hub. And I don't think that's really necessary because you're pushing a lot of air down around the hub of the motor. I can't explain it, but when you put these motors on, when you put these props on, they don't seem to have any effect on the spin up on the motors. Where going from 3 to 4 this way, I noticed a considerable top end speed difference. These props were not as fast. They created a lot of drag on my motor. It took a lot more energy to spin the motors up to get the throttle, the speed that I wanted. Where these, not so much. These are a very responsive propeller, and I attribute some of it to the way these top ends of this blade is tapered here. If you take a good look at that taper, that's unique to this propeller. I haven't seen it on any of the other propellers. Again, I don't know why, but they work fantastic. If you guys get a chance to check them out, Raycorp on Amazon, or if you go to their website, they even offer bulk rates. So if you're buying 32 or 64 propellers, the more you buy, the cheaper they get, and you won't be disappointed. You'll have them. I've been beating these for a week, and I crash all the time. I'm always pushing myself. I'm always pushing my equipment, and these have rolled across the lawn and the street and everything else, and they're just holding up really good. I mean, I'm really impressed. I'm impressed enough to make this video and tell you all to check out these propellers by Raycorp. You will put them next to any of the other companies, and you will say they fly just as good. All right, so look for a flight video. We'll do some demonstrations. I'll do some flights with some racecraft 4x4x3s, and then we'll throw these Raycorp 4x4x4s on there, and we'll check out how they do as far as in the field testing, a little thrust test, and I think you guys will see that these Raycorp props are they're just dynamite. You should really check them out. Well, thanks. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And be sure to check out the flight videos when they come out. We'll do a little demonstration of what the propellers do as far as out in the field with a little wind and some flips and some obstacles, some real life testing. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching.